Hi, I'm Roma Ketterpal, the founder of Tools of Growth and the author of the book, The Perfect Parent. Perfect Parent. So please do look that up online when you get a chance at www.toolsofgrowth.com. Anyway, what I'm here for today is to share this fabulous conversation that I was having with my partner in crime at Tools of Growth, Carolyn West. And we were having this deep discussion about this era of mindfulness that our children are becoming part of. I think we're doing away with that old paradigm, with that old mindset of parents raising children. And now we're entering into this new era of knowing and realizing actually that how the presence of our children and how through parenting, our children are raising our level of consciousness, our level of understanding ourselves, our level of awareness, our level of mindfulness. And we are surrounded by this, right? In everything that we do, we have mindful parenting tips on not just how to behave with our children, but what we feed our children. Look at, the parent educators that we are surrounded by. As a parent educator myself, I am so inspired by, first of all, Dr. Shefali, who, as all of you know, I'm a big fan of her work. She's a mentor of mine, and this movement that she has started in conscious parenting. Then you look at Susan Stiffelman, who right now is spearheading the gathering of the information of parenting in the digital age, giving us those mindful parenting tips on how to even use that dilemma of how do we parent our kids during this involvement with gadgets that is so prevalent in their day-to-day lives. How do we use that to make connections with children and to draw guidelines alongside? Christine Carter from the Greater Good Science Center, who talks about our sweet spot in parenting our children, being mindful about how we feel and who we are as parents. Malika Chopra about parenting with intent. Dan Siegel, Christine Carter, I already mentioned her, Tina Bryson on the research behind the importance of mindfulness in parenting. And I could go on and on about this. I mean, my point is, I am so excited to see how this will translate into the lives of our children, how this will translate not just into our children becoming adults and young adults and then adults, of course, but how this will translate into them stepping into parenthood. If we are what I'm calling the mindful parenting immigrants, because these are habits, mindfulness is and consciousness are habits that we are learning after we have become parents. Imagine our children who I think will be this mindfulness parent natives, because they will step into parenting, they will enter parenthood, this sacred place of parenthood, already being mindful, understanding and being aware, and having their level of consciousness on how their behavior affects their children, and how important this is, being already a fabric of who they are. Can you imagine what our grandchildren will be like? I am so thrilled just at the thought of knowing that our grandchildren will be raised into, will come into this world with this very elevated, very high, very just amazing level of consciousness. That will be their start point. That will be their stepping point. That will be their launching pad to the rest of their lives. This higher level of consciousness will be a launching pad into the rest of their lives. Imagine then that these grandchildren, my grandchildren, your grandchildren, will be the foot soldiers for creating a fabulous world. Imagine what that world might look like, and know that that starts with the work that we are doing today together, individually and collectively. So rock on, parents. Be mindful, be aware, be conscious, and keep at it, because this is the only way that we can touch, we can influence a future that we might never see. Take care.